Hey boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we got everything working? Cool. So, I have a good conversation topic real quick. I wanted to talk to you guys about weapons and recoil. So, this'll probably be a 10-15 minute video. I actually have both the games open already. I don't know if they quite like me having two games open, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so we'll start with Titanfall. So, here's the thing. Right? The most important part of a game that no one wants to talk about. No one talks about this is how the guns in a game feel. So this only matters for gun games that have guns, obviously, right? But how a weapon feels in a game is how the feeling is how do I put it? Subjective. But there's commonalities. So I'm using Titanfall for that's not Titanfall. Titanfall for this one because Titanfall is can I move Titanfall please? Oh, I can't. Okay, here we go. So Titanfall is being used because it's also a variant of what's it called? Call of Duty, okay? And Call of Duty get it right. Call of Duty got it right for years. So, you know, we want to keep that in mind that it's basically just Call of Duty with extra steps. Titanfall has some of the best gun gunplay, shooting, any of the weapons you pick up, that you feel it and you know what it feels like. Right? Every time I've shot a gun, the recoil's easy to manage, even the weird ones, right? This one does it left and right. But anyway, the point I'm making is that when you shoot these guns, you feel them. You feel how it is to shoot them. And you feel the recoil. Even though you don't actually get any feedback, you feel the recoil. And that's important. That's important for everything, right? The reason I bring Titanfall up is because Titanfall is a good example of feeling the recoil and liking it. Everything about Titanfall is right. There are some guns, some handful of guns that have awful recoil. Actually, let me see if I can find it. Is it in this one? No, R97's not here. So the R97 would be one of them. And I will open up a quick side thing for this real quick. And this'll go for everything. I have Warframe open too, and I want to keep moving because I'm actually just in a mission, but like solo. I know how to do a mission in solo, so it's okay. We'll grab... No, not the alternator. We already did the alternator, so we'll just grab the 97. We'll grab the Volt. We'll grab Flatline, because that's a good example of one of the weird ones. However, that doesn't mean it's bad. We'll keep the G2 on this one. We'll grab the L-Star. That one's got a weird recoil pattern. Okay, so we want a private match. So, recoil is the most important part of any video game, and I'm only using Titanfall 1 or Titanfall 2 and Warframe because I don't want to figure out how to open up 6 different games at the same time. And I can't edit very well. I'd love to edit a lot more, but like, so here's the thing. Titanfall actually has a lot of weapons feeling similar to, I don't want Frontier Defense. Similar to, what's it called? Battlefield 4, right? Battlefield 4 has a lot of weapons that feel the same as Titanfall. So anything I can say about Titanfall can be similarly said in Battlefield 4 and most other games because, again, Call of Duty got it right for years for a reason. And yes, I think Modern Warfare 3 is terrible. All I've heard about it is bad things, but it's all been about the single-player campaign. I don't know if the gunplay is actually any different. It's probably not. It's probably the same thing as every year. So that means that the problem with that game is all of the single player shit. We'll start with the car. I know I was talking about the 97. God, this game is so fucking loud. But anyway, I'm by myself, so it doesn't matter.
No Titans this time. Let's see what you've got, 6-4.
So, the car. God, that weapon spread. But it feels good. It feels amazing. The recoil, the reload animation feels good. You don't feel like you're being gimped, right? You feel the weight of the weapon, and that's important. How do I kill myself? You notice the recoil of this? It's very strong recoil. Hold on, I shouldn't be, hold on, let me not correct it. That's me not moving my hand, right? That's me not correcting it. But if you notice, you can see that whenever I correct it, you can see the correction, right? Like, if I was trying to keep this on target, you can feel me trying to keep it on target. So we'll go to the Volt now. That didn't kill me. How do I kill myself? I can't. Oh boy. I can do it. I just gotta figure it out. Give me a minute. There is a place I can just fall off the map. Pretty sure? Right? I can, oh yeah, I can just, right. I forgot I can just run out of the map. Anyway. Yeah, I'm doing this live, right? Like, oh, I'm not live, but I'll be live shortly. Don't forget today, I'll be going live normal time. There we go. So anyway, recoil is very important to most video games that have gunplay of any kind, and Titanfall does it really, really well. All the weapons are very nice and fun to use. We want to grab the Volt. Very robotic, but you can feel the recoil. I still don't have... Okay, whatever. Oh. What? You can go back here? Good to know. Anyway, if you notice how it felt, very nice. And then, you know, we'll go to the flatline, which has a weird recoil pattern. You notice how it jerks left and right instead of up and down? There is no up and down for this. This is one of the better hip-fire weapons. Just because of that, right? And yeah, I'm showcasing all the Titanfall 2 weapons because Titanfall 2 is the one that has the most diverse recoil patterns. This has virtually no recoil. For a single shot, like, honestly, I didn't realize how little recoil it had. Like, holy shit. But yeah. And then this one's got a drastic recoil change too. Its recoil is that it moves down when you're firing it, but then it'll move, like. But the big thing about it is that it takes time to target, but, you know, it doesn't feel weird. It doesn't feel weird. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's all the important parts,
like
right?
Got a bloody draw. Nice effort.
Okay, you can shut up now. How do I want to close Titanfall. Titanfall 2 in task. Okay, anyway. Now, we're going to move on to the other game that I have. And I only have one weapon to showcase on Warframe. I have a couple, but, like, this is important, right? So, this one actually showcases multiple different weapons thanks to all of the stuff I've got going on, okay? So, we've got shotguns, which feel hefty. Similarly, big rifles will do this too. We've got machine guns, which you don't feel the recoil of, because in Warframe, recoil's not as important compared to other games because of the third-person perspective and how many weapons you have. And then we've got the Gamma Core, which doesn't have any recoil, but, you know, yeah. And then... And that's all very important, is all the recoil is very important to games that exist. Boy, this is a terrible essay. This video essay is the worst essay I've ever talked. So the reason I bring up recoil is because no one ever talks about how recoil affects a game's performance and capabilities and how it feels to play the game. A good example of games that have terrible recoil and terrible weapon handling are the older 2005 shooters that were off-brand. Um, some of them were carbon copies of what was going on at the time, but if you weren't playing Halo or Call of Duty at the time, they were awful. You hated them, right? Crisis had pretty terrible recoil. Surprise, right? Like you can feel the recoil, but in like a negative way. And it wasn't that noticeable compared to other games at the time, but you could tell that Crisis had one of the less fun recoils. Crisis 2 fixed this, but Crisis 1's recoils weren't very fun to contend with. What other games were there? There was a lot of off-brand games that you just don't talk about or never hear about anymore because they were so bad. They didn't do so well. Um, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys will join me for my stream tonight at actually in like a couple hours. Yeah. So I hope you guys will join me for that. Don't forget to check the description below for Discord, for Twitter, like and follow and all that stuff. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.